This is Radio Taiwan International.
Welcome to the news on Radio Taiwan International. I'm fullest coming to you from Taipei, Taiwan. We begin with a look at today's top stories for Thursday, October 16th. Website hacking, RTI's official statement. Taiwan seeks Trump meeting at APEC South Korea, appoints senior advisor Lin. And U.S. Senate passes bill adding $1 billion in military aid for Taiwan, urges RIMPAC participation. But first, today's top story. Regarding a hacking incident, Radio Taiwan International issued a statement on Monday, October 13th, affirming its full cooperation with prosecutors, police, and investigators during the ongoing probe. RTI said it will pursue justice to the fullest extent of the law. RTI is a government-funded national broadcaster, Taiwan's only dedicated international broadcaster, and part of the nation's key infrastructure vital to national security. According to station representatives, this makes it a potential target for information warfare and cyberattacks from both domestic and international actors. The full statement reads as follows. Regarding the malicious intrusion and defacement of Radio Taiwan International's official website, we thank the Taipei City Police Department and Taipei City District Prosecutor's Office for their proactive investigation and swift response in preventing incidents that undermine national security. We will continue to fully cooperate with the investigation by prosecutors, police, and investigators, pursue relevant criminal charges, and seek justice to the fullest extent of the law to ensure the security of the nation's critical infrastructure and uphold RTI's mission of reaching the international community. Our station has suspended the employee indicated in the incident to further strengthen cybersecurity. We have also appointed a legal team to file a lawsuit against the individuals involved for alleged breach of trust, damages, and offenses against computer security. We urge judicial, prosecutorial, police, and investigative authorities to continue their efforts and identify any accomplices or external forces behind those involved. Regarding the damage to our reputation and property caused by the defacement of our official website, we have compiled an estimate of losses and will seek reparations through civil proceedings at the appropriate time. Finally, we must reiterate that our situation, as part of the nation's critical infrastructure, must not be subjected to arbitrary attacks. We thank the Taipei City Police Department and the Taipei District Prosecutor's Office for their rigorous investigations and swift action, which immediately averted the threat posed by individuals attempting to disrupt our international broadcasts on National Day. Going forward, our station will enhance information security monitoring and protection measures and request severe legal penalties for those who endanger national communication security. Taiwan is working to arrange meetings between the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation envoy Lin Xinyi and global leaders, including United States President Donald Trump, at the APEC summit in South Korea later this month. The summit, scheduled for October 31st to November 1st in Gyeongju, will gather leaders from 21 member economies under the theme of Building a Sustainable Tomorrow. President Lai Ching-te has reappointed Lin, a senior presidential advisor and a chairman of Taiwania Capital, to represent Taiwan. Lin previously served as APEC envoy in 2005 and 2024. According to the presidential office, his experience in industrial policy and investment management makes him well-suited to present Taiwan's economic and innovation agenda at the summit. Foreign Minister Lin Jialong this Thursday told lawmakers that Taiwan hopes Lin Xinyi will engage leaders like Trump on regional cooperation and economic security. He noted that during last year's summit in Peru, Taiwan successfully defended its equal participation despite pressure from China. The foreign minister added that next year's APEC will be hosted by China and urged Beijing to honor its commitment to fair participation for all members. He said Taiwan expects no attempt to downgrade or marginalize its representative when the event moves to China in 2026. The U.S. Senate allocates $1 billion in military aid for Taiwan and urges its participation in the world's largest maritime warfare exercise.
The United States Senate has approved its annual National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, authorizing about $925 billion in military spending and, quote, strongly recommending that the Pentagon invite Taiwan's Navy to participate in the Rim of the Pacific RIMPAC naval exercises. The bill also expands U.S.-Taiwan cooperation in advanced defense technologies, including drones and cybersecurity. The measure, led by Nevada Democrat Senator Jackie Rosen, includes the Taiwan Security Cooperation Initiative. The measure, led by Nevada Democrat Senator Jackie Rosen, includes the Taiwan Security Cooperation Initiative, which earmarks $1 billion in military aid for Taiwan. It calls for the U.S. Department of Defense to collaborate with Taiwan on developing unmanned and counter-unmanned systems, strengthening cyber defenses, and assessing Taiwan's digital infrastructure in the event of a blockade or invasion by China. The NDAA, quote, strongly encourages the U.S. Secretary of Defense to invite Taiwan's Navy to join the biennial RIMPAC drills, the world's largest multinational maritime exercises hosted by the U.S. Pacific Fleet in Hawaii. The event brings together nearly 30 countries to enhance interoperability and safeguard freedom of navigation across the Indo-Pacific. If Taiwan is not invited, the Pentagon must submit a written explanation to Congress within 30 days. The bill also directs the Pentagon's Defense Innovation Unit to form partnerships with Taiwan's defense and technology agencies, fostering collaboration between the U.S. and Taiwanese companies in areas such as autonomous systems and defense manufacturing. It requires the submission of a Taiwan Security Assistance Roadmap, a long-term plan outlining Taiwan's defense needs and the feasibility of establishing a regional contingency stockpile of military supplies. Pennsylvania Republican Senator Dave McCormick said the legislation also incorporates the unanimously passed Taiwan Non-Discrimination Act, which requires the U.S. to back Taiwan's membership in the International Monetary Fund. McCormick, a former business executive and military veteran, said the NDAA strengthens both America's defense readiness and its strategic commitment to Taiwan. While the bill grants the authority to use funds, the actual appropriation of funds must still be determined through separate legislation. Having been approved by the Senate, the bill will now be reconciled with the House-passed NDAA before heading to the White House for President Donald Trump's signature. Joey Chow for RTI News.
The Taiwanese semiconductor company Global Wafers opened Italy's first 12-inch wafer fab plant on Wednesday, October 15th, marking a new milestone in Taiwan-Italy relations. The Councillor for Italy's northern region of Lombardy, Ivan Rota, stated that Taiwan's impressive economic strength should not be marginalized and proposed a motion to increase Taiwan's international recognition. Global Wafers held a grand opening ceremony for its new facility, with attendees including Rota, Marco Siama, President and Chairman of Global Wafers' Italian subsidiary MEMC, and Taiwan representative to Italy YC Tsai. Rota, who visited Taiwan in September, said that during his visit he felt the frustration of Taiwanese people over their lack of international recognition, citing Italy's recognition of Taiwan only as an autonomous political entity. He expressed deep regret that Taiwan cannot participate in international organizations, especially given its global economic status. Rota said that in light of this, he and other council members have submitted a motion to the district council, which will be discussed next week. He added that the motion, which incorporates a previous resolution of the Italian parliament, aims to promote Taiwan's international recognition with the goal of ensuring no entity in the world is marginalized. The Taiwanese people have enjoyed autonomy for 80 years after all, Rota emphasized, stating that perhaps 2025 is the right time for people to learn to respect one another and reality. Tsai underlined the confidence Taiwan has in Italy and stated that the grand opening of Global Wafers' new facility is just the beginning. The Pentagon's reinforcement of its Guam base aims not only to deter Beijing from taking military actions against Taiwan, but is also closely tied to the defense work of the first island chain, explained Foreign Minister Lin Jialong this Thursday, October 16th. He added that Taiwan will actively work with like-minded countries to uphold regional peace and stability. The Wall Street Journal reported that Guam, located within the second island chain, has become an increasingly critical hub in the U.S.-China strategic balance. Citing Pentagon officials, the report said China's missile forces are advancing rapidly, with the DF-26 intermediate-range ballistic missile, capable of carrying both conventional and nuclear warheads, placing Guam well within reach. According to the report, the U.S. military plans to install 16 missile defense sites around Guam by the 2030s, combining sensors, interceptors, and battle management systems to provide a 360-degree shield for the island's military facilities. Thanks for joining me for the news. I'm Phil Laskowski. Stay tuned for another 50 minutes of English language features brought to you by Radio Taiwan International.